Hi, it's Tim Gillespie, and I wanted to just show you a little trick I developed on how to build solid three-dimensional roofs over my models, and particularly when they have a complex roof system with varying pitches and gables and all kinds of mixed up stuff. The way I've been doing roofs before to try and make them three-dimensional, it's been a real pain, because particularly when you're trying to put valleys and stuff in to get these full thick roof structures to come together has been really hard, and I finally figured out a way to do it in an easy way, and I just want to share that technique with you. Before we get into it, I want to just quickly explain that I'm having trouble with my video editing software. I'm using Avid Studio, and the synchronization has been off, and I don't know what's going on, but I've had to separate the tracks and try and sync them up, and it's almost there, but it's not quite. Towards the end of this, you're going to discover that the sync is off a little bit. And but anyways, and also it's going to start off explaining again what this whole tutorial is about, so be patient with that. I just wanted you to get a look at this building before I design it for you in live video. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it serves to help you. Hi, it's Tim Gillespie. I've got a SketchUp trick that I figured out that I think is really pretty cool, and it has to do with designing roofs over complex structures. And I was going to do a quick model and share how I do this. So I'm just going to do a random building, 24 feet by 32 feet. Nothing particularly fancy here. I'm just going to make it an odd shape. Go out 16 feet. Come across. This is just to demonstrate something. So let's pretend that that's our building. We're going to give it 5.5-inch thick walls. We're going to bring the walls up 10 feet. And then we're going to have some gables on it. We'll run a gable up here with a 10-pitch roof. And just quickly throw this together. This is just real down and dirty stuff. Nothing terribly fancy about it. Get rid of that line. Get rid of that line just for laughs. We're going to take these lines and copy them over here. Why didn't that close? There we go. So this whole roof thing depends on having your walls made. So I'm going to put a gable on this one too. And we'll do a different pitch on this one just to show you that it doesn't matter. You can mix up your pitches. Let's make this one a shallower pitch. Let's go 6-inch pitch. That'll just make it, under the normal way I would have done this in the old style, it would have been a pain to get these things to match up. So okay, now we have, let's get rid of all the guides, delete guides. Okay, now we got a building, right? I'm going to get rid of the axis just so we don't have to look at it. We want to put a roof on it. I'm going to make this all into a group, so I triple click it and say make a group, because I don't want my building to, my roof to get involved with this. Now one of the things about this, I'm going to just build some planes on top of this structure. I'm going to make this a separate layer. We're just going to call this the roof. So the roof layer, that's what we're doing now. And we're going to just start making some planes on top of this. Very simple stuff. There's a plane. That didn't work. I didn't do something right. Start that one again. There's a plane. We're going to do this one. We're just going to run that until it intersects. Boing! There's a plane. Okay, there's a very simple configuration for the roof. And I'm just going to select it all by triple clicking on it. And now I'm going to just copy it, Control and the Move tool, and go sping. And I'm going to raise that up. We're going to raise it up 10 inches. So now I've got two planes here. And what I want to do now is close them up, make them be solid structures. So I'm just going to connect all these little dots. We're going to click that one and reverse the face. Alright, now I'm going to turn this into a component now. So I do a triple click, make component, we'll just call it roof. Alright, we got ourselves a roof. And if let's make a copy of it and take a look at it over here. See that? We got a three-dimensional roof. Now what we want to do first of all is get rid of that connection right there and open that up. So we can just go in here and start erasing some lines. And there you go. Look at that. A nice clean roof on that part. That is the basic technique. And let's put a window in the wall so we can take a look inside this building. I'm going to make a big window just so we can really see what's going on. And we'll blink that in 5.5 inches and it should make a hole. There you go, you can look inside. Now if you look inside, you see that you got a roof sitting on top. One thing that you can address later is where these walls don't meet the roof. You can lower the whole roof down until it intersects, or you can bring those walls up. But if you're going to set these walls at a height that is real, you're going to want to leave it like this and probably drag the whole roof structure down until it closes that gap. But for now, we're just going to play around with this thing. But look, under here, sorry, let's get the eyeball thing going and we'll look up. See how cool that is? You can see you've got a really beautiful roof and you've got a mixed bag of roof pitches here. And now the next thing you want to do is you want to make your overhangs and stuff, right? So there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to edit my component, right? I want to have an overhang, so I'm going to extend some lines here just so I have something to relate to. And what I build for soffits, I usually come off about 8 inches, so I'm going to extend a guideline 8 inches over right there, and then I'm going to run a line there, and I'm going to go 8 inches down. 8 inches. Okay, I've got something that looks like a soffit now, so I'm going to connect those dots, run that back to here, and there you go. There's that. Now what I can do is I can run that around using the Follow Me tool, sping, and then I can erase that line and that line. Whoops. What happened there? Oh, it's because I don't have that closed off. Now I can erase that line. No, I can't. Why can't I? Oh, I know why. Because I can't use the Follow Me tool because I'm dealing with different roof pitches. Silly fellow. So what I have to do here is, on this case, I'll just drag this over to here and have it connect. And now if I do the same thing here, I'm going to come out 8 inches. Actually, I want to come out probably, well, I'll come out 8 inches just to start. I may have to adjust this. I do a line there, come down 8 inches here. Let's see if these things can come together. You can manipulate this so it will come together. Let's bring that all the way to there. Alright, so what we've discovered here is that we have a weirdness going on. So what I want to do is extend that. I want to bring this thing all over to here and have these all meet. And so I'm going to just draw it, because if I do it another way I'm going to run into trouble. I can't extrude it. It means that this soffit is going to be a little bit different than the other, just because we want it to. I'm going to bring that all the way up through to the top, and then I'm going to run a line from here out to there. That close that off. There, I got all those lines, and that sort of works. Erase the extraneous stuff. Don't need that. 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 Get rid of the guides. Delete guides. Okay, look at that. I got a soffit. It all lines up. I got missing stuff there. I got to put a line down there. Got the wrong tool. Need the line tool. Always good to have the right tool. Let's erase that line there. Okay, there you go. There's that. Then we can do stuff like extrude that out 8 inches or whatever your overhang is going to be. 8 inches. Then we can go to materials and put some roofing on it. Just put a roof shingle on it. I haven't done all the other stuff, but that gives you the idea, right? Look at that. We built ourselves a fairly complex roof, and it works perfectly inside. And then if we want to close that gap inside, we've just selected the roof. Now we can drag it down until it intersects that. Watch this. See that? We're done. How cool is that? We've got a fairly clean roof. We've got soffits. We can put gutters on that. We can put gun stocks on by just changing that, but that's the basic deal. And I just wanted to share that because I thought it was pretty cool.